Hey Ethan, so nice to see you today. What motivated you to jump on a call with me?
So pretty much I've been seeing your content a lot lately and just about remote sales and stuff, and yeah, it's got me interested in making a start in it.
Okay, cool. Is there anything about remote sales in particular that's interested you?
Just really, the fact that you can do it from anywhere. So yeah, that sort of stood out to me. You can do it from home, or you can do it when you're traveling and still make some decent money.
For sure, for sure. Is that something that you can do with where you're currently working, or is that just not possible at the moment?
Nah, not really at the moment. I work I'm a FIFO worker, so
Hmm.
yeah, I can't really travel and work. Uh,
You're traveling to and from the site. That's your travel for the day. Yeah. How long you been doing the FIFO for?
5 years now.
Wow, man, that's a really long time. How you been finding that for 5 years? Wow.
Yeah, oh, it's been all right, it's good money.
Hmm.
Um, but and I definitely enjoyed it to start with, but now that I've been doing it for a while, I'm definitely getting sick of, being out in the desert and just really working away my younger years, I guess.
Mm. Are you working with people that are similar age to you, or is it kind of just any age groups in FIFO?
There's lots of age groups, but majority, they're either really young like me or they're like, 50. There's
Mm.
no not many people in the middle.
How are you finding that? Is it like weird that there's no kind of, it's either people your age or older? Is it, because for me, I'm questioning, I'm like, what happened to all the people in the middle?
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely something people get sick of, um, or they kind of sort of get, we call it the golden handcuffs, which
Okay.
is like, I guess they sort of get addicted to the money and
Mm.
start going and getting, big loans out and buying all the toys, but then, later they kind of have to stay in FIFO to keep paying for those loans. So they're sort of
Mm.
trapped in money, I guess.
Mm. How do you feel about that? Like, is that something you'd want to do, or it's just like, nah, not for me?
No, I definitely don't want to be, stuck here with some big loans when I'm 50,
Hmm.
because yeah,
Mm. Yeah, I feel like it would just, yeah, it would be, yeah, it'd be hard sort of seeing like, okay, that's the kind of where this kind of is leading. Because I guess you're saying it's like it's either young people kind of coming in, making good coin, working the FIFO, or it's these old blokes that have got these golden handcuffs, did you say?
yeah.
Yeah, so funny that's what it's called. Um, but yeah, I guess then like what got you into the FIFO in the first place? Is it just like the money, or is there anything else that sort of attracted you?
Um, yeah, pretty much just the money and the fact that while you're up here, you don't have to buy food or accommodation or anything like that. Like the company pays for that, so
Mm.
it's just really the money. But yeah, like as a trade, like someone in the trade, the only way to really get ahead and make more money is just to do more hours. And
Mm.
like, it's just one of those places where you can do as many hours as you can.
Mm. Do you feel like that's what's keeping you there now? Like, what is it? Obviously, that's what got you into it, but what's kept you there for so long?
Um, yeah, definitely the money's kept me there. I through like 4 of those years were my apprenticeship, so I
Mhm.
started my apprenticeship life at like working away from home.
Mm.
Um, so just really my apprenticeship was keeping me there for 4 years, really. But now
Mm.
that I've finished, I'm sort of looking to, I've got that freedom, I've got my trade, I've got my qualification,
Mm.
sort of look to get out of it.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's like it's obviously nice to finish to be like, okay, now at least I have this. It's kind of something that feels, I guess, a bit safe, but it's like, oh, with that safety, then now I can like try other things and do something else. So yeah, I see how it's like. it kind of supported you for those years, but now you have the option to be like, oh, I can kind of think about what else I might want to do. But yeah, I feel like you said, obviously with FIFO, you're flying in, flying out, kind of not getting to spend too much time, being around friends and family and stuff. So do you find that's hard?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, pretty much. I've got a pretty hectic roster, so I pretty much spend most of my time up here. So my only people I really do hang out with is people at work,
Mm,
which which is all right. There's some good guys, but a lot of them all they like to do is drink, party,
hmm
and
hmm
blow off once you get back.
What was the last thing you said, man? Sorry, cut out.
They like to the people up here, that I'm friends with. They like to just, as soon as they get back off their swing, they like to just go blow with their money, drinking and partying and stuff.
Okay, it's not your vibe. It's not what you're up for.
Well, definitely was younger, but now I'm sort of, thinking about the future, I guess.
Yeah. Do you find that hard? Because I feel like usually for me, like work was like the thing that made work better was having mates there and having that to sort of like keep you going in those times where it was a bit shit. Like, do you find it hard not having that sort of close bond with the people you work with and it just kind of being like mates to drink with and things like that?
Um, yeah, yeah, it's just sort of like I don't know, like you're a one man band out here, like you're the only person trying to go somewhere, I guess, in life.
Mm, mm. What do you mean by go somewhere? It's like you feel like it's kind of you're just there trying to get to one goal, I guess.
Yeah, like everyone sort of out here, um, they're not. How do I explain it? they're just happy doing the same thing over again. They don't care if they spend 50 years here, which is fine if
Mm,
that's what they. Yeah, it's just
mm,
not something.
yeah. I feel like it doesn't sound like that inspiring. It's like it's nice to be around people that you're like, man, I want to do what that person's doing, or like they kind of excite you a bit in life. Like if you could kind of choose the people that you had around you, what would that look like work-wise?
Um, Definitely, some people that are wanting to go travel and just actually go and experience life instead of just working away and then
Mm,
buying and just keep working away.
mm. Do you talk to any of them about this sort of thing, or you just like, if I told them that I had these aspirations, they would just laugh at me?
Um, talk about it, but I know none of them take anything seriously. So
Okay.
yeah,
You don't have anyone geeing you up over there.
no, no.
So I guess it seems like obviously it's like from what I understand, you stuck with it because it was like something that you wanted to complete, get your trade. You have your trade. Now it's just kind of realizing like, fuck, I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life and end up with these golden handcuffs that even though they're golden, they're keeping me trapped in this kind of FIFO life. Um, so I guess like with that feeling, like how much longer do you see yourself actually working in FIFO?
Um, Realistically, I sort of want to be out of FIFO by the end of this year.
Okay, cool. Nice. I love that. It's like a really clear, like, what month are we in? July. It's like halfway point, getting out of there. Um,
Yeah.
so I guess if that's the goal, like, is that sort of, it seems quite clear. Like, have you been thinking about this for a while of a way to get out?
Yeah, yeah. I've definitely been thinking about leaving for I guess most this year.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I've been watching your content for about 3 months, and yeah, I was just sort of a bit on the fence with it, and then thought, oh, I might as well
Mm.
have a investigation into it.
For sure, for sure. What do you feel like got you off the fence to be like, okay, I'm gonna actually suss this out?
Um, I'm not really sure. It just sort of realized, I watched it for 3 months and I just sort of realized, nothing's changed in those 3 months. So, I kind of need to, I guess, take action on it.
Mm, nice, nice. And then so you're just like, okay, because like I was definitely in that same position, just like doom scrolling, being like, I gotta make a change, I gotta do something, and then finally you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make it happen. So is this the only thing you've looked into, or has there been other stuff that's kind of you've had your attention drawn to?
I've always seen, like drop shipping and e-com and like all those, copywriting and all those other little things to get posted on Instagram and that. But
Hmm.
yeah, really stick out to me, and it sort of, I guess, seemed a bit oversaturated.
Mm, yeah, for sure. When you say like oversaturated, you just mean like in comparison to sales? Like, do you feel like you didn't see as much stuff on sales and that's what drew you to it? Like, what was it about sales in comparison to those things?
Um, Pretty, yeah. It's just I don't know. I feel like it's a skill that every business needs.
Mm,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, that's all that kind of because I guess it's like there's so many different things, right? Like you said, there's drop shipping, there's copywriting. They all are skills in themselves that I feel like are relevant to like the market. But I guess I'm just trying to understand, like for you specifically, like is there anything about sales that you feel is like, yeah, that's something that I feel I'm interested in, and I guess why?
Um, yeah. I'm not really sure why I'm interested in it, but yeah, it's just something I'm keen on.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so it's just like it's just more of like a feeling that you felt like, okay, this is something that I could get keen on and get myself into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. I know for me, it's like I really like because I like talking to people. I like sitting and chatting, and in comparison to things like drop shipping or copywriting, where it's just like you're kind of disconnected from people in that sense. So I know for me, that's kind of what drew me into it. So yeah, so I guess from what I understand, it's like you sort of in the last sort of 6 months to a year, you've been thinking about wanting to make a change. And then in the last sort of 3 months, you've been seeing content. And then now's the time where you're starting to, actually reach out to get it started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.